Hello pilots and welcome back once again to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and today we're going to be taking a review of the PA44 Seminole. At least I hope I said that right. Don't quote me on that. It's very possible I didn't. Anyway, so today's review, keep in mind, is going to be from a first time flyer's perspective. I've never flown this aircraft. I don't know anything about this aircraft. And the reason why I do the videos like this is because I feel like many people probably avoid some of these aircraft because they know nothing about them, or they've never even tried them, or so I like to give you guys the first-hand experience of what it's like saying, I want to buy this aircraft, I purchased this aircraft, let's give it a shot, right? So, and see what the first-time user experience would be like, especially with someone who is still very much learning aviation, someone who's very much still learning how to fly in general. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the seat here. First thing I like to do is obviously take a look at the textures. However, with Carenado, they haven't let us down yet, so I can't see this being an issue here. However, one of the things that does tend to be lacking is a checklist. So let's see what we got inside the pad. Pad, just like always, has a lot of exterior stuff, so let's go ahead and throw that on. And let's see here, we can, oh, it doesn't look like you can show or hide those yet. No doors yet. Co-pilot door we can open. Baggage door, let's open. Let's go to the next page, see what's available. Cold and dark obviously is what we want. Let's go to the next page, it looks like. And here's our checklist. Alright, this might be new, so we're going to go ahead and see how far we get here. Fuel selectors on, electric fuel pump on, alternators on. Interesting. So what happens if you click on something? It's interesting because some of these are... Now, so this is very generalized. It doesn't really tell you what the condition should be, right? Just sort of looking through here. For example, trim settings, mixture settings, things like that, doesn't tell you where those should actually be. So let's go ahead and take a look outside, see what the exterior add-ons are. Wow, that's actually pretty impressive. So we got intake covers, got the push cart, external power unit, wheel chocks, caution cones. So definitely kind of neat. There's the baggage door open. But again, all of this is pretty common. Common, but still something very, very nice to have. So let's go ahead and jump back in the seat and see what starting this for our first time is going to be like. So let's clear up the externals. Let's back up here. Take out the external elements, close the doors. Looks like we're set there. And let's move on to our checklist. So fuel selectors on, electric fuel pump on, and alternators on. Well, see, so I don't know how much I believe that because obviously we have battery first. It says alternators on. Turn my sound down so it doesn't mess with you guys. Got the mag left, mag rights. Let's see here, there's our fuel pumps on. Fuel selector. Looks like it's over here on the right. Probably should turn that before the fuel pumps. Turn the fuel pumps back off. I don't know if that was in the correct sequence. So it says fuel selectors, electric fuel pump. Well, it says electric fuel pump on, then alternators on. Engine gauges checked, mixture set. Oh, this is a takeoff checklist. I see. That's why I was reading that wrong. That's my fault. So is that all we had? Did we not have there's a landing checklist and a takeoff checklist? All right, so we don't have a startup checklist. So let's go into the directory and see if we can find something there. I oftentimes do. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this for now. And let's launch our Microsoft directory. So we're going to go to packages. I'm going to go to the official one store. And let's see if we can find this. It's going to be under Carenado. There it is. And where did I find it before? Content info? Nope. Ah, come on, man. You're killing me. I think it was sim objects. Might be sim objects. Airplanes, Carenado. And there, documentation. Okay. So we have the copyrights, the autopilot, emergency procedures, normal procedures, performance tables if you want, and the reference. So let's start with just normal procedures. It's a nice document. And they do include some very nice documentation with theirs. They're a little buried, and I wish that they had made it more clear that they were even there. But here we go. So what's this? The pre-flight check inside the cabin. So I'm going to move this off screen. We'll just follow along as we go. All right, so we're going to resume here. All right, so it's following that. That's my pitch. Throttle. Mixture's mapped. Okay. I can't wait till I get my honeycomb throttle quadrant. Should be here the first week of January. Almost there. Then I don't have to worry about one lever controlling it all. All right, so I'll tell you what. I'm going to restart this. Let's see if I can do this. Golden dart. Guess not. Oh, there it goes. Okay. All right. So now everything's reset. That's kind of handy. And let's walk through this. So, preparation airplane says, with airworthy papers are on board, weather is suitable, blah, blah, blah. Yep. So let's get into starting this thing here. I'm not sure why that's on. That's interesting. And let's see what we got. So inside the cabin. Oh, sorry. I always forget to do that. I need to click out of screen before I do that. Landing gear control switch is down. Avionics are off. So alternators, avionics, that's nice. Avionics screens are off. All right, so master switch is on. Landing gear lights are illuminated. Fuel quantity, adequate plus reserve. Where's our fuel gauges at? That's manifold pressure, RPM, our altimeter or vertical velocity indicator, airspeed, ADI, HSI. Where is... All right, gas. According to this, we're empty. What do I have? Well, let's see. Let's turn the... Do we need to turn the fuel selectors on first? I feel like that should be kind of a prereq. So let's do that. I feel like the fuel selectors would have to be on in order for fuel gauge to read, right? Nope. Okay. So I'll put those back down for now. I don't think she's empty. Let's double check our weights and balances. No, she's got gas, about half a tank. Alright, so this is where I don't always know these aircraft. And like I said, this is why I do this right here. So if you guys have never seen this plane before, you guys know what to expect. So let's see here. That's pressure, that's amps, so that's batteries. I'm going to drain that battery if I don't figure something out here pretty quick. Fuel quantity, adequate plus reserve, master switch off. So, alright, we'll turn the master switch off for now. I'm probably okay with that. Ignition switches. I would guess that would be... That's our alternate start circuit. That's primer. These are magnetos. Fuel pumps. Carb heat. Cowl flaps. I think that's just trim wheel. Yep. Trim. That's the flap lever? No kidding. Wow. Look at that. Really? Sure as heck. Huh. Interesting. Like a parking brake. Let's see here. Yeah, pitot heat, Our lights. Radio master. So that's going to be our avionics. Anything up top that I need to worry about? Looks like a bit panel, maybe. Oh, no, it's just a vent. Okay. Alright, so let's back up here again. And let's see this again. So we got our mic switches. It's got to be the magnetos. So they're just labeled weird is what's up with the documentation. Alright, so cowl flaps are open, yes. Nope. Alright. Outside the cabin, we're not worried about that. So master switch on, master switch off, ignition switch is off, mixture throttle, idle cutoff, flap check operation, we did. Controls free and clear, pitot and static systems drain. I'm not sure how to do that, if that's something that's electronically controlled. There's the pitot heat switches. Fan, cabin heat, Blower low. Open. What's this guy? Let's get you out of there. Oh, it's a warmer. Okay. It was like air vents, air intake, defrost, temperature. Okay. Gotcha. There's our ELT, emergency locator. All right. So I think we pretty much got it. A lot of this stuff. So this is outside the cockpit. Well, we won't worry about that today. Before starting engines. Seats, check. Seat belts and harness are good. Parking brake. Probably should find that. Where is the parking brake? Alright, where is... Oh, wrong button. There we go. Didn't mean to open that. There we go. Alright, I don't see the parking brake. It's fuel, fire extinguisher. We might need that at the rate that I'm going. Oh, hey, yaw control. That's nice. Yaw rudder. Or yaw trim. Gosh, yaw rudder. Did I just tap the parking brake? Oh, parking brake. There it is. Cool. Parking brake is in. Yep. All right. Where's that? There we go. Okay. Okay. That's just me tapping it. All right. Circuit breakers are all in. I don't even think they're modeled. Yep. Not modeled. Radios off. Cowl flaps are open. Right? I would assume that's pushed. Okay. Carburetor heat is off. Alternators are on. Left, right. Alternators are on. Prop sync is manual. Prop RPM. Can't seem to get them back into the feather position. There we go, because I guess you have to do it manually for now. Okay. And let's keep going here. Fuel selectors on. All right, here we go. So now we're into starting the engines. So fuel selectors are on. Okay, mixture to rich. Mixture to rich. Master switch. Oh, propeller forward. Master switch on. Electric fuel pump on. Throttle cracked 1/4 inch. Ignition switches on. I'm going to guess... I almost wonder if we should only be doing this one at a time. So I'm going to turn the right pump off. Well, no, because it's feeding from both tanks. Alright, so let's just do this. That'll be my ignition switch, right? Let's see here. Where were we? Primer as needed. Propeller clear. Ignition switch is on. Starter engage. Engage. Come down, number 1. I wonder how many of you are yelling at me right now like it's probably right in front of my face. You would think it would be near the engine control panel. Oh, start switch right there. Yep. Here we go. Easy enough. Engine 2. Oil pressure check. Repeat for opposite engine. Okay, so yeah, I should have done this one at a time. That's alright. Alternators check. Gyro suction check. Alright. And let's see here. Alright, so moving down the list. I'm not worried about cold weathers. So engines are running. Alright, so now it's just a matter, it looks like, of setting the rest of our... Do we really just leave the fuel pumps on? I know a lot of aircraft, we turn them off after engines start. Primer, starter, throttle, oil pressure, repeat for opposite engine. Alright, so I guess we're leaving them on. And then let's do radio master. Okay, good to go. Let's see what we got here. Oh, that's not functioning, looks like. Autopilot. Turn our nav night on. Recognition light. Okay. Alright. So now let's compare... Well, I guess we're not ready for that yet, are we? Let's drop the window here. No way! Really? Can't drop the window. Because the engine's running? Alright, well, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and now take a look at the outside. Very cool. Alright, default camera view isn't bad. A little far out, that's alright. Alright, so let's get taxiing, I guess. So let's go back to our checklist here. Try to find before taxi. Taxiing chocks, taxi area clear, throttle applies slowly, brakes check, steering check, instruments checked, heater defroster, fuel selector. Alright, here we go. So let's release that parking brake. Where did I find it? Anybody remember? Just get that out of the way. Ah, gotcha. Brakes check. Alright, let me get the head tracker going here. Alright. Definitely gets going very quickly. Rudders are very sensitive right now. Let me adjust that real quick. I'll get right back with you guys. Alright. So let's see here. Where we're at now. Before takeoff. Parking brake is on. Mixture controls forward. Prop controls forward. Prop sync manual. Throttle 1500 RPM. Check feathering. Let's see here. Throttle controls 2,000 RPMs. And normally we wouldn't do this holding short of the runway, but I know the guy who knows the guy who knew this other guy, and he said it was okay. Alright. Magnetos. I'm not sure I'm doing that part right, because it says that we should be seeing similar to what we see in the Cessnas, where it drops like 175 RPMs, but between 175 and 50, so I didn't see it change at all. Alternator output, throttles 800 to 1000, electronic fuel pumps on, alternators on, engine gauges in the green, altimeter, we're not going to worry about, primers locked, propellers set in forward position. Now, cowl flaps, I think we normally are closed for takeoff. Carburetor heat is off, wing flaps set. Trim. A little bit of nose up. Seatbelts, controls, doors, air conditioner off, pitot heat as required. Let's get out of here. All right, here we go. Takeoff power set. Looking for 75 knots indicated. Airspeed alive. Rotate. Positive rate, wheels up. Flaps up. Nice climb out. Climbing at just about 1,000 feet per minute. Hands off the controls, just letting it trim. A little turbulence. Very stable aircraft. Let's check out the autopilot. Oop, I forgot to turn our strobe light on. Fail. Alright, so let's see what we can get out of the autopilot. Let's check the heading. Watching the heading bug here. And then we can come down here. Let's figure out what our altitude is set to. Don't see anything actually telling me. Looking for something somewhere to tell me what the autopilot's altitude is set to. I don't see that. Got our ground speed here, 145 knots. She flies very nicely. Let's see what our checklist here says for landing. Seat bags, fasten harness, fuel pump selectors on, cowl flaps set, electric pumps on, mixture rich propeller, so not really a whole lot. Alright, so let's go to our checklist. Best rate with flaps up for climb is about 88 knots. It looks like cruise speed. Let's see, you're cruising, reference power, we'd have to look at the performance charts. Alright, so we'll check that in the next video. Approach and landing, gear 100%, seatbelts, fuel selectors, cowl flaps, electric fuel pumps, up sync. Landing gear down at 140 knots indicated, flaps at 111 knots for maximum airspeed. Approach speed 75 knots or above. Air conditioner off. Alright. So I think that's what we're going to try next. Let's go ahead and, sorry for the twitching there, guys. I'm adjusting my seat. So I think we'll fly her back into the approach here and get us set up for landing. Really is a pretty plane. Sun visors work? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, so do not click on the sun visors. It crashed the sim. Alright, folks, I was able to confirm. The visor does crash to desktop. Did it to me twice. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and reset ourselves here. Let me figure out where we're at. Oh, there's the airport. And let's start looking into landing this aircraft. Alright, start turning her around here. So our altitude 4,000, that'll work. Airspeed 140 knots. I don't think we need that much. Flaps 1. Here we go. Start turning towards home. And drop the landing gear. Power off. Make sure to full. Throttle back, props forward. .80 knots on the approach speed. Trimming up. bit of a space shuttle landing there. Cutting throttle. Nose up. There we go. Slowly apply some wheel brakes. And we are off. All right. Well, guys, I can tell you that she's a lot of fun to fly. She's fast, she's got a lot of power, she's fun. Feels absolutely great on the controls. She looks good. So far, I mean, I know that was just a short flight, little quick spin around the block here, so nothing really to write home about. But I had a good time flying it. Obviously, don't touch the sun visor. We learned that lesson very well. Again, that was confirmed twice. So this guy right here, don't touch it, or you go down to the desktop. All right, but let me know what you guys think of it. If you guys have it as well, I'd love to hear your opinions on the aircraft. I look forward to giving this one a shot in some VFR flights that we have coming up. I've got 3 or 4 of them planned. I just got to pick aircrafts for them. So I think this one just made the slot. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.